Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's freezing right now in London and it's like 10 something p.m. right now and my cat just sneezed. But anyway, I'd like to talk about this particular comment that I have mentioned before in my other video. Like I feel like I should try to answer his question further despite whatever past traumas may have led him to ask this. But anyway, I feel like the nature of his question and also his comment, it kind of indicates to me that he doesn't really trust women. But at the same time, he still needs to have a woman in his life. So anyway, I also think that he sees, the Thai dowry custom as just transactional, which is very disrespectful and also ignorant of him. But I might be able to forgive him, because maybe he's still willing to learn about another culture. So for me, I'm going to try my best to explain about the Thai dowry custom. So why does it exist? Well, basically, it's just like a traditional symbolic gesture, for the man to show responsibility, for the man to demonstrate that he is able to look after his future wife as well as his future children, his family. And, traditionally, the men are the ones who, give dowry to the bride's parents. And this is like some sort of societal and cultural expectations in Thailand, and I think pretty much in many patriarchal societies, including Thailand, the traditional role for the men is to be the provider and also the protector of the family. So therefore, the groom gives the bride's parents dowry to honor them as the bride's parents entrust their daughter to the groom, right? It's just a sign of respect. Parents with good moral ethics would never allow their daughter to be married into a family with bad names, and by that I don't mean like surnames. I'm talking about a family with a bad reputation, no matter how rich he is or how rich his parents are, as they fear for their daughter's well-being, as well as fear of losing face in their community. So the question of the price of the bride, I mean, first of all, are you even qualified to marry their daughter? Her parents are also vetting you, not just you vetting Thai women alone. I mean, with this narrow mindset, I don't think you're good enough for their precious daughter. Anyway, in modern perspectives, like a dowry may not even be required depending on the individuals or the circumstances. Like, for example, my Thai friend who has lost both of her parents, like she just doesn't see the point of carrying this dowry tradition because both of her parents will not be there to go through this tradition together with her. I mean, it is widely practiced, but it's not required by law. And also, if there is a breach in contract, as in the bride ran away with the dowry without marrying the groom, then the authority will get involved and try to retrieve all of your money and then, put the person who scammed you through love, or the love scammer, in prison. Not everyone follows this dowry tradition, but if they do, then they're not wrong for following this long-standing social and cultural expectations. In some cases, the parent return all of the dowry to the newlywed couple, as a form of blessing or a start-up fund, for the newlywed couple to establish their lives together, or to start a family together. And in other cases, some parents, they prioritize the couple's happiness and also their union above dowry customs. So it all depends. I can't really give you a set amount of dowry in general because, this sort of thing is an agreement made between the couples. So I have no say into it, really. But I do remember asking a Thai person how much would the dowry be if the woman was a single mother or a widow. She said that it would be much less than a woman who is you could say pure, never been married before, stuff like that. But I just think that it all depends on the couple's socio-economic backgrounds as well as regional customs and also family beliefs. Okay, so let's move on to the topic of divorce. This is what I think. right? This is just my opinion, but I feel like, you know, Westerners' perspective regarding divorce differ from Thai people in a way where Westerners, you know, they have accepted divorce as a sense of personal freedom, you know, like a new chapter or like a new beginning for like personal growth or some sort of like individualistic fulfillment or something like that, you know. And I think it's treated casually or even sometimes positively because of this this sort of attitude towards divorce. And I think it's based on the fact that Westerners placed values on like independence and individualism, whereas, you know, in Thailand, divorce is mostly perceived as sensitive matter because it's like a reflection of personal failure. Because under the philosophy of Buddhism, because, you know, Thailand is like predominantly a Buddhist country, you know, Buddhism places importance on, you know, family, because it's regarded highly, you know, within the Thai society, as well as, you know, the union of partnerships, which is sacred, such as marriage, you know. And having a breakdown of the marriage or going through divorce is not really, you know, celebrated in the Thai society, unless the person has just, you know, escaped from an abusive relationship. Then yes, that's something that should be celebrated. Is it easy to get a divorce in Thailand? The answer is like yes and no. I mean, it depends on the circumstances. I think the only time that it becomes easy is when both parties agree to get a divorce and then they go to the district office to sign off, making divorce official. Like, that would be on a no-fault basis. However, if there is no like agreement, then the case shifts into a contested type of divorce case, you know, where the Thai court requires some sort of like, you know, evidence of marital misconduct, like on grounds for divorce under Thai law. But I will talk about this in more details another time. Anyway, the West is less likely to require misconduct, you know, as many countries in the West have adopted this, you know, no-fault laws where it allows the couples to separate without assigning blames, making the case, you know, less confrontational. Or not. I think all you have to do is just sign paperwork and then, you know, give evidence of you guys living separately for a specific amount of time, you know, and then after that just force your ex to pay alimony using Western law. I think this is the whole reason why the passport bros movement like exists. Alimony exists in Thailand as well, but it's not, you know, it's not required legally. I mean, it depends on the case, but it's not formally established within the Thai law. Okay, so usually a divorce in Thailand is, you know, settled through division of marital assets that were accumulated during the, you know, marriage together. And, you know, when I say division, I don't mean like it's split equally. I meant fairly. And by fairly, I mean like it depends on the individual's actions during the marriage, whether they were the cause of the breakdown of the marriage or caused some sort of damage towards their spouse, where they might end up having to pay compensation, like to the damage that it caused. Also, in cases of like adultery, where, you know, the third party is involved and, you know, like the spouse that has been damaged can actually claim extra compensation from the third party if they can prove that the third party knew about the misconduct but willfully supported it anyway. I mean, if you were the one who caused the breakdown of the marriage through like marital misconduct in Thailand, you might be awarded like less, you know, division of marital assets, you know, by the Thai court, Thai family court, I mean. A one-off settlement after a divorce in Thailand is usually the case, as they try to aim for like, you know, fairness and harmony by cutting ties and making sure everything is just, you know, fair and peaceful. Whereas, you know, it's different from some sort of like an ongoing payment of alimony where one of the divorcees still has that sense of, you know, responsibility linked to their past relationship, as if, you know, as if the string is still attached. Anyway, in the West, adultery has little to no impact on alimony payments, so you can't even use this as an excuse to why you shouldn't pay your broke ex who cheated on you. I mean, this is all thanks to, the no-fault laws that is quite prevalent in, many Western countries. So infidelity has no effect on alimony payments in the Matrix world. Okay, I'm back, and my cat has just gone to eat her food right now. So anyway, men usually pay alimony in Western countries, as historically alimony has been awarded commonly to women due to traditional gender roles. If child support is involved, then, the payment will continue to support them. But this is a separate payment for a different matter. Also, a prenuptial agreement exists in Thailand. Also, the divorce rate in Thailand is much lower than the US or in the UK, because Thai society still perceive it as a social stigma in many traditional communities within Thailand. Traditional Thai values family, stability, and also social harmony. So divorce can lead to, some sort of a social stigma. However, in the past decade, Thailand has been going through this increase of divorce rate. I think it's due to societal attitude evolving, especially in urban areas or among the younger generations. I mean, I guess there's no point in staying in a dead relationship when we can just part ways for the sake of our sanity. On the other hand, Thailand has a relatively high marriage rate, reflecting the cultural norms and also Buddhist values that emphasize, the importance of family and marriage, and also obligations that come with them. While Thai law blends in this modern civil law, it still has a unique approach compared to the West. So will you hurry up and date my Thai women? I mean, some of them are starting to turn lesbians. I mean, I ain't got no problem with that, but do you really want to miss out? Anyway, I'm gonna leave this Discord link in the description box below, where it expires within 24 hours. So for those who haven't found love or that you're struggling financially, I just want you to remember this. Your life is way better than P.Diddy right now. So bottoms up. So before I go, I just want to say thank you to Beyonce for no absolutely reason, because I just want to be part of the trend. Otherwise daddy will kill me. I'm just kidding. Look, I just want to say thank you to Edward Pierce and also Murray Shrimbo. I think that's how you pronounce your name, right? Anyway, just want to say that I haven't forgotten about you and your, support of donation, towards my channel, because you find it informative. So just want to say that even though I was gone for a long while, I haven't forgotten about you. And yeah, I also want to say thank you to all of my supporters who have been with me from the very beginning and has been waiting for my return. But which marriage or divorce law do you prefer between Thailand and the West? Leave a comment and I'll see you in my next video. ลาก่อนนะ